guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of all signs for November 2023. This is your November 2023 energy update. I read for relationships, so that's the focus. And it is time and date specific. We're just going to look at the energies coming through for the month of November, which I'm going to give you some dates to think about and some things happening in a second. But here's the thing. Yesterday I did the Pisces reading. I was about 25 subscribers away from hitting 60,000. And I put it to our Pisces viewers and I said, get me over that 60,000 hump. And when I upload the November 2023 energy update, the extended will be free to all. And not only did they get me up over the 60,000, they doubled it. So I'm comfortably above 60,000 and much appreciation. Let's all give them our thanks and gratitude. And thanks to all of you really who have been so supportive, so kind, coming in here, giving me your energy to play with, work with, and to deliver messages that you need to hear. Okay, I really appreciate it. So what does that mean? Well, all you got to do is watch this reading because the extended is based on this reading. And then there is a link in the first sentence of the description box below, which will take you to the platform where the extendeds are housed. You click the link, you go through the purchase process, but there's no charge. Okay, you'll get a confirmation email with the link to watch the reading for free. My gift to you, my gratitude to all of you. So that's what we're going to do. Now, let me give you a couple of dates for November to pay attention to. I have my notes here. So the things that, there's a lot going on in November. It would take me too long to go through it all, but the most important and impactful to me, Venus moves into Libra on the 8th of November, and that's one of the signs that Venus rules. She's pretty happy there. So relationships take center stage for the month of November. She's technically in a sign about 3 weeks or so. So for the balance of the month, she'll be in a sign she's very happy in, and that's all about bonding and balance and harmony and connection. So lots of opportunities for relationships to take center stage. Then we have on the 11th, the 11/11 portal, November 11th. And that's a potent time for manifesting, for setting intentions, for making wishes, and even indulging in a little forecasting for your future, right? What do you want to see unfold? What changes do you want to make? What do you want to see transformed in your life? So keep that in mind. It's the 11/11 portal. And then 2 days later, we get another bite at the apple of intention setting with a new moon in Scorpio. So Scorpio, and we're in Scorpio season as I record this, is all about the 8th house themes of growth, change, and transformation. It's the house of death and taxes, but I like to say the death and rebirth cycle energetically. What do we need to release if you think about the death card? What needs to fall away so we can rise to be a better version of ourselves? That's the focus. So when we have a new moon in Scorpio, you want to be setting intentions around those themes. It's a reset for you on an emotional level since Scorpio is a water sign. Deep dives into the psyche, into the shadow to kind of pull up by the roots things that are in the way of us manifesting our intentions. So that's pretty powerful. The 11th and the 13th are key dates. Then we have, we start Sagittarius season on the 22nd of November, and then on the 27th of November, we have the full moon in Gemini. So like I said, we'll be rocking and rolling all month long. Okay? All right. So I'm going to pull from Starry Beginnings. This just to activate the reading. Let's see what comes through for November. What energy are we working with here from the cosmos? For those watching, please, collective of all signs, sun, moon, rising, Venus. You are bright energy. Color uplifts you. I love this. Card 16, 1 and 6 is 7. That feels kind of spiritual to me. You are bright energy. All of you here are light workers, whether you realize it or not. You are bright energy. Color uplifts you. Yeah, so do a little work with color palettes. Maybe shift out. If you're like me, I go through seasons with my throw pillows, and I'll pull out pull all the gray ones off the couch and pull down some lime green or some purple, whatever colors cheer you up and lift your vibration. Find a way to make color more a part of your daily awareness for the month of November, okay? Okay, here we go. Let's jump into the November 2023 energy update. I'll pull the spread, give you my general impressions, then we'll clarify a bit. Overall energy, but of course it is. There's your 1111 card right there. Okay, so we're talking about connections, relationships, the beginnings of life partnership for some. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I know you can't see all the cards. I'll hold them up. And I'll tell you what we're looking at in a second. Oh my, okay. So, this first row is your divine counterpart. The center row is your energy. What energies you're going to be working with for the month of November. And the third row is the relationship, the connection. Okay, and we're going week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Okay, so for your person here, week 1, there may be something that's bothering them. They may be heart heavy, something feeling painful, something painful that they're dealing with in week 2. They'll be working through an important decision that they have to make, probably around that heart heaviness. I'm just going to call it heart heaviness for now. We'll see more with the clarifiers, but it feels to me like this Two of Swords is a moment where they're really getting some clarity. It's a crossroads moment. Are they invested in the connection? And by week 4, yes, indeedy do. We have something around the connection being omnipresent for them in week 4. Now for you, in week 1, a little bit of stuck energy, almost like you're frozen like a deer in the headlights. In week 2, there's something here you may be avoiding, or that your person may be avoiding. So think about the Seven of Swords. It isn't always about the liar, cheater, stealer energy. Sometimes it's avoidance and trying to escape dealing with something head on. And the reason why I say that is in week 3, you can kind of run, but you can't hide. With the Devil, there's something that's got a grip on you. And now keep in mind that the Devil in reverse talks about, yeah, I don't need to be captive to old beliefs, to the things that keep me small, that hold me back, that make me doubt myself. So don't see the Devil necessarily as an evil thing. I know that those who are newer to tarot have specific reactions to specific cards. But like I said, November, we're taking a deep dive into the shadow, and the Devil is absolutely representative of shadow work because it's egoic fear and resistance that rises to the surface. Now, week 4, Seven of Pentacles. What I like about this is it kind of answers the riddle here of what this is about. It says something's going to unfold more organically, provided you have the patience and give it the time. And even some attention. This is the gardener of the tarot, right? So he's planting the seeds and he's got some good growth there, but he's tending to it every day. So when you set those intentions on the 11/11 portal, and then 2 days later on the 13th for the new moon, remember that you kind of have to keep moving with that energy of the intentions that you set. You can't let yourself get taken off that path. So you want to be careful not to get too impatient. You want to give things time to take root. Now in the connection, week 1, Five of Swords. I'm feeling like you're both going to be feeling pretty defeated for some reason. Whatever's going on here that has you stuck and something's weighing on their heart. It feels to me like it may leave you feeling defeated. You may be feeling, and it feels to me like it's pretty mutual just based on what cards come through. Notice it's all swords. This is thoughts and perceptions. Thoughts are not things, but we make them things when we get off on a tangent and we go down a rabbit hole. So I feel like I want to give you a little bit of a red flag warning about thoughts not being things, right? Now, week 2, Four of Cups, some emotional distance, disappointment, disillusionment even. And I feel because maybe this person sort of retracts a little bit. In the Two of Swords energy, we can see somebody that kind of goes within, retreats within, because they're trying to get clear about something and a decision that they have to make. And you may perceive that. We have more swords. All of this is swords here, except this Four of Cups. You may perceive that as avoidance or this person not being on the level with you. And that may cause some emotional distance between the two of you. Now, the good news is in week 3, we kind of come full circle. We can close out a painful, confusing, disorienting, disappointing, disillusioning cycle and begin a new cycle. So the world is endings and new beginnings, and it's Saturn's energy, and Saturn rules the devil. So there's something, Saturn is the great teacher and the Lord of karma. There's something that's going to be learned, and therefore you won't need to learn it again. You get to close it out. And then in the final chapter here of week 4, we have the Six of Pentacles, which is what I think it is you're waiting for, is the reciprocity, the give and take. And this person is making their decision. Is this something I'm invested in and cooperative about? And I think the answer is a big fat yes. So it looks like by week 4, as we're moving into Sagittarius season and energy is lightening and we're, lightening up and we're feeling more motivated and expansive and looking to new horizons, I feel like we pull it out in the end, the final days of the month. But yeah, week 2 and 3, a little bit tricky, okay? So that's the overview. Let's get some clarifiers, please. Four of Wands. Chariot, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Wands. Yeah, good news. I feel like progress will be made, provided you keep your wits about you. The Queen of Pentacles is coming through as anchored, grounded, solid, stable, feeling to me like she's also the feminine archetype of a life partner. So it's about when you're setting intentions for that, if that's something that's important to you, be aware of what that energy, what do you believe it to mean? Because that's the progress that you're either going to make or break. And the Page of Wands underneath just feels like uplifted, positive energy, and it's coming from under the deck. So that's in your psyche or playing out behind the scenes is something lighthearted, optimistic, fun, flirty even. It feels good. Now that's the overall energy, but remember I'm going week by week. So what I want to look at here is the Three of Swords and the Two of Swords, going from week 1 to week 2. Yeah, I feel like this person, it's difficult for them because there's something here that feels like for this person, they're perceiving an imbalance. There's Libra in the Justice card. They're perceiving some imbalance, something that doesn't feel fair. Maybe they are feeling pressured. I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. They've got the Four of Cups. You both have the Four of Cups by week 2. That's disappointment, unhappiness, disillusionment, and emotional disconnect even. And I feel like this person is going to be making a decision as to whether or not they're just going to throw in the towel. Okay? So I do not believe they make said decision, but I think they're going to be thinking about it because things kind of look a little bit gnarly. Let's see the Three of Pentacles and the Two of Cups going from week 3 to week 2. The Fool. There it is. Yeah, we can work it out. I do feel this is about commitment. So for those of you who have had any struggles over whether or not this connection is moving towards something more long-term, more committed, I'm really speaking to you. And that Four of Pentacles with the Queen here is what I'm referencing for the overall energy. And I feel like this person just finally decides, yeah, this is something to work through. I want this connection in the back of their mind and their unconscious awareness. They are kind of coming to terms with their beliefs around long-term committed conventional relationships. And it feels like they're kind of invested. Like, yeah, I'm in. Who knew? And it's interesting that that's the third week to the fourth week, because we have on the 13th, so the end of the second week, we have the sun in Scorpio opposite the planet Uranus in Taurus. And this is Uranus and this is Taurus. So with the planet Uranus, which is the great awakener, where we can expect the unexpected, anything can happen and probably will. I feel the unexpected thing for you is that this person kind of turns on a dime and says, you know what? This is what I want. I want this connection, and it's something worth working on. All right, so now for you, I see this Seven of Swords to the Devil. So week 2 to week 3 feels the most contentious for you. Emperor, Six of Pentacles, Empress. Are we feeling the twin flame energy? I certainly am. For those of you that feel you're connected to a twin, this is definitely speaking to you, especially around commitment. And I have a feeling like it's the Seven of Swords and the Devil now coming out more as the two of you cannot run and cannot hide. The two of you are going to be forced to look at the degree to which you're invested in the connection. And what I mean by that is this is a card of generosity. It's generosity of your time, your energy, your effort, your spirit, your attention, your love. Okay? And it takes two. You can't be in 50-50. It's got to be 100%, 100%. And there may be some avoidance here, and there may be some concerns that you're not being dealt with on the level, or this person's avoiding the convos about long-term committed relationships. And that may rise your egoic fears, and resistance may rise to the surface. But I have a feeling it all gets worked out. So let's go ahead and look at going from the Devil to the Seven of Pentacles, where your patience is really required. So let's see the Devil and the Seven of Pentacles, please. Two of Swords. Do you see how mirrored this reading is? Lovers and Judgment. Yeah, second chances, forgiveness. That's Pluto there, that Judgment card. We have the Lovers, is Gemini's energy, which we will have the full moon in that third to fourth week. Actually, the fourth week, so that makes sense to me. But look what we have here. You're going to have to go into your own decision-making process. Is this something you can forgive? Is this energy, are you too frightened? Are you too afraid of getting hurt, or of this person not being invested, or not being as generous with you or as giving with you as you are with them? Or are you prepared to wait? Are you prepared to be a little more patient and let it unfold more organically, instead of there being like a time frame on it? Sometimes when somebody feels pressured to make decisions on the fly, they tend to want to run. So I'm just telling you my experience as a psychotherapist in the past has always had that time pressure as being part of what makes things fall apart. When just a little bit more time and allowing things to unfold more organically would go a long way. So that's why I say it that way. I feel the second chance is granted. I feel the decision that you make is to be patient. And I feel this person then comes through and follows suit and says, what am I holding back on? Let me just take this leap for this and be invested, and we'll work through our differences. Because the Two of Swords for both of you can also be the two of you at cross purposes. So you want to keep that in mind. If you aren't seeing things the same way, that could be the problems that arise during November. But remember, Venus will be in Libra, and it's all about smoothing things out and finding the harmony in what you do agree on. So now let's look at the connection. I'm interested in the Five of Swords and the Four of Cups for week 1 to 2. Nine of Swords, Three of Pentacles. A lot of anxiety, worry, feeling defeated. Not sure that this person is invested. Will they make the offer? That Ace of Pentacles is often an offer, something that talks about commitment, up-leveling of a connection even. There's our Three of Pentacles again. So I do feel the struggle is that there might be a lot of anxiety, pressure that this person may feel, and your worry and anxiety that what it is you seek in the connection may not be available to you. I do think that changes. Let's look at the world with the Six of Pentacles, week 3 to week 4. Hanged Man, yes. 5 of Wands, 2 of Cups. Yeah, I think you close out some of the conflict by virtue of a little bit of patience and surrender. That Knight, Hanged Man energy in this part of the reading feels to me like, you know, when you look at the bigger picture, okay, like from the 30,000 foot view, you see that this is all very cyclical, that things ebb and flow, and that the conflict can be closed out, especially if you're invested in each other. And it isn't just about commitment all the time. Sometimes it's just about showing up for somebody and making it clear. We have a lot of Swords energy here, which if you remember, I said it's thoughts and perceptions. It's also communication. So it's also about putting voice to, with clarity, what it is you need from somebody. And then what happens is they go, oh, yeah, that's doable. I think we can come up with a creative solution to that problem. Problem solved. So I am seeing November as, again, like October. We're riding some waves here. It wouldn't be a relationship without those challenges, right? But it feels to me like we close out the month in a very strong way with this answering the call of the connection, committing, being more committed to the connection. There's the Two of Cups again. We have the Lovers card here. We have the Empress and the Emperor. Yeah, but are we going to hit some bumps along the way? Sure. So I would say it looks like a pretty intense month, but it all smooths out at the end. That's what I have for you for the November 2023 energy update. And don't forget, there is a link in the description box that will take you to the extended, which I break out by element and sign. So I'm going to do fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag, earth signs, air signs, and water signs. And I'll give you an overall energy for the element, right? But I'll also give you individual card readings for each sign. So that's what we're going to do, and that is free of charge. Thanks so much for joining me. Much appreciate all your support over these years, and I'll see you in the extended in a second. Happy November.